This week on Dateline Schools, we're visiting St. Clair County Technical Education Center and talking to the Director of Tech, Pat Yanik, and learning how they're dealing with the COVID pandemic and the recent shutdown that local high schools have had to face. And Pat, this time of the year, just before the holidays, your honor society and your building always had a big fundraiser to help raise money for kids in distress and other children type support programs. Obviously they can't do that. So how does that impacting what they're able to do and even the lessons that they learn from doing those kind of activities?
Right. And we really, that's something that we'll miss being able to do this year. As you know, the students in our National Technical Honor Society would lead a fund drive for kids in distress, and they would collect clothing, they would collect money. Students would donate money. They had a contest with the different programs at Tech of which program could raise the most money and the most clothing. They did the polar bear plunge in cooperation with the Kiwanis to raise money, and we're not being able to do any of that this year. What we would recommend to anyone listening, that doesn't prevent people from making individual contributions to a local charity, whether it's a local food bank or for clothing drive or donating clothing to those organizations. We would still recommend that people do that and support our local community.
I know too, when if and when we get back after the holidays, that's when you start preparing for your national and state skills competition. What are you hearing from them?
So again, we made the decision this year, we were going to go ahead with our local contest because we were back in the building, which normally would be taking place like next week. We would have our local contest. So we're not going to be able to do that. We haven't even talked to the staff about that yet. We were going to do that face-to-face and let kids get a hands-on experience. What we've heard from the state is that they were looking at the possibility of doing more of a knowledge test and a competition that way. We have not heard back on a final decision on that, but we were gearing up for that. So we still don't know for sure what they'll do at the state and national level for Skills USA and for our health occupations program.
Or tomorrow for Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Arrington.